Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Reactor, and this is Quinn, and today's article comes from BusinessInsider.com, and it's titled, Americans Are Now Copying Russia and Making Hundreds of Fake Facebook Accounts to Influence Politics. Oh my god, I hate when Americans try to influence politics, don't you?
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's the last thing they should be doing. I'm glad they got banned. No, but seriously. This is a picture of Zuckerberg banning the accounts, apparently. Calling them fake.
I get.
I think this article is extremely ridiculous because they're calling it Russia's playbook. Influencing your own politics is now a Russian con game or something like.
Right.
Americans are taking a page out of Russia's playbook. Malicious Facebook users are creating hundreds of fake accounts and pages in attempts to politically influence users, Facebook said in a blog post on Thursday. Yeah, so they're making fake pages.
What's the difference between a real account and a fake account?
One is on a different website pretending to look like Facebook, I imagine.
Okay.
Because if anyone makes a page on Facebook, it's a real page. It's a real Facebook page.
Right.
Fake accounts could be fake users, like you invent a person.
Oh, okay.
But then who's to say that they're not a real person? They didn't send their ID into Facebook or something, so they banned them?
I don't know.
Send them your passport. We're going to ban you because we don't think you're a real person. No, this is fucking weird. Malicious Facebook users are creating hundreds of fake accounts and pages in attempts to politically influence users, Facebook said in a blog post on Thursday. So
these are like accounts with funny names, or
no? I think
not real names.
This doesn't make sense.
It sounds like it would be difficult to try to figure out which ones are real and which ones are so-called fake.
Yeah, or at the same time, how do you even use a bunch of fake accounts? Fake pages? No, there's no such thing as a fake page. If you make a Facebook page to influence politics in your own country, it should be allowed. If you make fake people, I don't know how you're going to influence politics with a fake Deborah Walsh, Facebook page.
I don't know.
I think Trump is a great guy. Like, okay, you're sure going to fucking influence people that way.
Maybe if all the friends are only connected on these pages, and it's just these people connected on all these accounts.
But I mean, there's no use of fake people because you can one profile account for a person can make a ton of pages.
Right, and it's not like they're only going to have those people that are involved in a bunch of fake pages. It's going to be everybody. They're going to reach out to people that aren't like fake accounts.
Maybe they're insinuating that these fake user accounts were following these pages to make it look like it had more followers. But who gives a shit?
Right.
This doesn't mean the page is fake. Yeah, that sounds like a normal thing a lot of companies do. But anyway. The Silicon Valley social networking firm has announced a crackdown on these, removing 559 pages and 251 accounts that have consistently broken our rules against spam and coordinated inauthentic behavior. Facebook did not cite the source of these accounts, but the New York Times reported that they were run by Americans. Gasps. Like, what? Like, my mind is blown that like they're mad. I mean, it's obvious that they were obviously pushing politics that Facebook doesn't agree with.
Right.
That's what do you mean? And then you just call them fake? They're in America. These weren't Russians. These are Americans making political Facebook pages. And yes, they want to spread their ideas. Right. I don't know what those ideas are, but they want to spread them.
Right.
If Facebook doesn't want them to. That's what this comes down to. There's no, I feel like it's almost black and white.
Yeah. Well, I don't. I've got off Facebook a long time ago, and it seemed like it was going in a direction of needing more and more personal information, and I was getting in, more devices were being
tracked.
Tracked is a good way to say it. Like, you just feel like more and more of your personal life is being thrown out. So,
and there's really, I don't see a use for Facebook.
It's good for business, I guess, right?
If you have a page, but I guess Facebook's got a lot of normie audience people. Like, everyone's on Facebook. All the people are,
Right.
Whereas only people who are interested in YouTube watch YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess everyone watches YouTube, but
on their Facebook.
There's a difference between watching YouTube videos and watching YouTube community videos, I suppose.
Right.
It's like YouTubers versus Chris Brown's music video. It's totally different. And normies are going to watch Chris Brown's music video for sure.
Right.
Normies, whatever.
It's a good way to put it.
Many were using fake accounts or multiple accounts with the same names and posted massive amounts of content across a network of groups and pages to drive traffic to their websites. Nathaniel Gleicher? You know what gleeking is?
Gleicher.
Or, yeah, I think it's gleeking. It's where you like spit from your under your tongue. You can like shoot like the Dilophosaurus from Jurassic Park. Yeah, people can do it.
Oh, okay.
It's called gleeking.
So it's like a skill.
Interesting fact. I guess you can practice it.
Okay.
Spitting, launching spit at people with your tongue. Yeah, you can do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, Facebook's head of security wrote, that's Gleeker. Many use the same techniques to make their content appear more popular on Facebook than it really was. Others were ad farms using Facebook to mislead people into thinking they were forums for legitimate political debate. Like, how would they not be legitimate political debate? Were people making fake political debates on their pages? And if they are, who cares?
Right. I'm not really sure what an ad farm is, but...
ad farms. Yeah, I'm not really sure, but I'm sure it has something to do with farming ads.
Yeah, it sounds...
It's like a wind farm. Farms wind.
Right. It just sounds bad. Yeah.
According to the New York Times, the removed accounts included right-wing news. Who knew? Or, who saw that coming? A page that sometimes spread fake news with a right-wing slant. As well as left-wing pages, Resistance and Reverb Press.
I do not know what those are.
Yeah, but, okay, so it's my understanding what they were doing was they made a bunch of real Facebook pages that had similar themes, like, and then they would post the same article to all those pages, so Facebook would think that a lot of people were interested in this. Like, a lot of pages are posting it, and it's trending or whatever.
Okay.
The activity echoes the actions of Russia during the 2016 U.S. election. No, it does not at all.
Yeah, how is that the
Russia?
Same? I don't get how that's
if these Facebook pages were influencing Russia, then it would be on the same page. This is
it really wasn't
international. This is national. You know,
right?
And Americans should be allowed to use Facebook to try to influence politics. I don't understand that part, but obviously people who don't agree with those politics would want to silence them, which is also disturbing.
Right.
Facebook said it looked at the behavior of the accounts rather than the content posted in its decision to ban them. What?
Okay, so yeah, if it's like somebody didn't log in for like days and days and days, but all this stuff is happening.
No, I think they're talking about what the accounts were posting.
Oh, okay.
They were, wait. They were. Hold on, let me go back up. Look at the behavior of the accounts rather than the content posted. So not with the behavior. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, the amount of posting and the. Yeah. Today, these networks increasingly use sensational political content. Yeah. Okay. I'm not positive, but I would say Business Insider probably does it too. All the news websites are doing it because it's how you make money now. You don't make money by making regular news.
Okay.
Regardless of its political slant, to build an audience and drive traffic to their websites, earning money for every visitor to the site. And like the politically motivated activity we've seen, the news stories are opinions that these accounts and pages share are often indistinguishable from legitimate political debate, Gleeker wrote. This is why it's so important we look at these actors' behavior, such as whether they're using fake accounts or repeatedly posting spam, rather than their content when deciding which of these accounts, pages, or groups to remove. I think Facebook needs to stop policing content.
Yeah,
I think it's really messed up. It's really disturbing that Facebook has the power to delete any politician they don't agree with from being mentioned on their site.
That is messed up.
Yeah, whether it's politics I agree with or not, it's still disturbing that they control the thought, the conversation.
Right. I think more and more people are backing away from Facebook though, because they're tired of it.
A Facebook spokesperson did not immediately respond to Business Insider's request for clarification on the sources of the accounts and details of the accounts themselves. Some critics have attacked Facebook on the timing of the removals coming just weeks before U.S. midterm elections. Yep. Oh, because a lot of them were left-wing, actually.
Right.
Yeah. Early voting is already happening in some states, and Election Day is a few weeks away, so it's especially inexcusable that Facebook is only now deleting political disinformation pages. Facebook has long been aware of the presence and activities of these pages, but did nothing until the company sensed a political or a potential public relations disaster, as reporters started working on stories about right-wing networks intentionally promoting misinformation through their operation on these pages. Angelo Carusone, right?
Carusone.
Yeah, whatever. Was it Italian? President of media watchdog Media Matters said in a statement. So while it's a good thing that Facebook is finally taking this action, it's yet another example that Facebook is not prepared to proactively meet the challenges of abuse and misinformation on its platform. Instead, the platform does the bare minimum to respond to the latest PR crisis. Like, if we keep trying to protect people from fake news, they're gonna, I don't know, it's not, like, I think you want people to see fake news and become immune to it. You don't want to hide it from them so that they're always vulnerable, you know?
Right.
Like, if you have a kid, you don't tell them to stay away from the stove and not touch it, you know?
Right.
You let them touch the hot stove to know it's hot.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right,
you don't just keep telling them, like, hey, stay away from the stove. It's unsafe. No, you need them to learn why it's unsafe.
They
you
definitely
need them to realize on their own.
For sure.
And that's why I make fake news. Because it's a teaching utility. You know?
People
when I make fake news, I'm sorry to cut you off, but like when I make fake news, the goal is to make it somewhat believable so that people believe it, and then increasingly crazier so that like they realize, like, wait, I believed it and this is all fake. You know, like I tell them it's fake at the end, or I hope they realize. A lot of people don't.
Right.
But, you know, but it's like that's a way better of teaching people to be on guard, you know, with the information they're collecting, than just hiding it from them and never letting them experience it.
Right. True.
I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Do you have anything you want to say?
Well spoken, Dave.
Thank you, Quinn.
Nope.
That's it, though? No?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know what you would have done, and give the video a like. We also have a Patreon, so if you want to help us, we would really... we also have a Patreon account, so if you want to help us, the link's in the description, and we'll see you in the next video.